What's going on, champs and champettes? Good morning, USA, and welcome to a new YouTube video, because in today's video, we'll be showcasing all of the brand new American Dad X Fortnite cosmetics that have officially been decrypted and will be releasing in the item shop not tonight, but tomorrow night. The pricing is currently unknown, and as you can see, we have the streamed assets issue once again, where we have a lot of unloaded icons, but there is still a lot to talk about. Now, firstly, since I won't be able to showcase this in today's video, there is going to be an American Dad jam track released alongside the other cosmetics. We currently don't know what song it's going to be. I assume it's going to be the actual intro to the show, but it could honestly be anything. So there's a new jam track coming out with this collaboration, so expect that to be a little bit more of a surprise later down the line. But for now, we have a decent look of all the cosmetics. So starting off here, let me just make sure that we are on the right thing. We have the Stan Smith skin right here with a description of, "They call me Stan the man. There was a girl in our class named Stan." It's part of the American Dad set, obviously, and you guys have kind of already seen the idle animation, but it looks pretty nice for being a Fortnite skin. Now, we also have Francine Smith, which has a description of "Things are getting too spicy for the pepper." Now, you can see the front and back design. I'll let the idle animation kind of like play out again here, since I was like rotating it around when it played the first time, and it is pretty interesting to see that we're getting both Francine and Stan in the same collaboration, because as we've seen with kind of these collabs before, they've dropped them separately, right? You know, the females usually come out for like a Mother's Day part, and then the males come out for like a Father's Day part, but this time around they went ahead and just dropped both at the same time. Now, none of these actually have a Lego support, obviously, but it is still interesting to see that they're in Fortnite. Now, next up we have ourselves Stan's Jam as an emote. Now, if you're hearing audio right now, I have myself muted or whatever, I can't hear this, then you can tell either it's copyrighted or it's not, so there's a chance that this is just not copyrighted at all, and you'll be able to rock out to this Stan's Jam in-game whenever you want to. Has a description of "This one's for the CIA," and I'll just kind of like shut up and let it play for a second here. But that's one of the new emotes as part of this collaboration. Now we're going to go over to the left for the back blings, and we got Klaus right here as an actual back bling. Now it has the description of, I'm going to butcher that. No, okay, maybe I don't. Do I say these if I'm going to butcher it? You know, you can see it on the top left, you know, "Do you eat," right? But we can see, you know, it's very interesting to see him as an actual back bling. I would be interested to see, you know, if they had it marked as a pet back bling, but of course, you know, Epic Games doesn't do pet back blings anymore. They just do normal sidekicks, but he looks really good for just being a back bling, though. I gotta say that much. After that, we got Threat Level Fridge Magnet with a description of "Something might go down somewhere in some way," part of the American Dad set. Now, the damage reactivity of this, I think, is based on how much damage you've actually taken, and in fact, while it plays out here a little bit, I will check the files for you guys right now, since you can see it kind of like bounces back and forth, but since it looks like that's the only animation, I'll go ahead and just pause real quick. Alright, after checking the files, I'm actually a little bit confused. This might have been unfinished, because it doesn't look like the backbling's damage reactivity actually has data to track it. Maybe it does, and it's just in a different file that I wasn't used to checking, but there's a chance that the threat level fridge magnet will work properly. You know, it will go down depending on if you have shield and stuff on, and it will go up depending on if you're low on health or whatever, but at least as of right now, there might not be actual damage reactivity to it. I don't know, we'll have to look into that a little bit later once it officially comes out. For pickaxes, we got Francine's purse, which actually just has like a brick inside of there, and actually, whoa, if you look at that, look at like the jiggle physics just going on with like the brick and everything. It is very fluid for a Fortnite pickaxe. Has a description of, "I carry a brick in my purse, so I feel like I have something," and then if you do a little hit with it, it actually kind of has like a breaking or cracked brick effect wherever you're hitting, which looks pretty nice, and I think it's actually just a genuinely nice back bling, or not back bling, but pickaxe for anyone who wants to have more of like a simplistic one. And then we got Stan's phone finger right here. You can see the front, and then you can see the back with a description of "Go Bazooka Sharks." So if we go ahead and equip it real quickly here and swing it, you can see it doesn't really have too crazy of a hit effect. It does kind of have like a blue sharky trail following it though, wherever you actually end up swinging. So this one isn't too crazy, but I do kind of like it. You know, I do like the reference of the bazooka sharks and everything. So I think this is a pretty decent collaboration overall. Now, just to double check, I will go over in Lego Fortnite to see if Lego styles magically exist, or maybe the emote has support, so give me one moment. And after checking, it appears that the emote does not have LEGO support, so nothing a part of the American Dad collaboration will work in LEGO Fortnite, except maybe the jam track, depending on its rating, since there is kind of that LEGO Fortnite like jukebox system in Odyssey. Now, I'm not for sure if that would actually work or not, because I think there's like an age rating system to it or whatever, but it's still something to check out if you want some type of American Dad thing in Fortnite. I think it would have been funny to see like a LEGO Stan Smith and LEGO Francine Smith, but you know, we can't win them all. Until next time, however, hope you champs and champions enjoyed today's YouTube video. Consider using code FireMonkey in the Fortnite item shop to support me if you plan on picking up any American Dad cosmetics, or if you plan on picking up anything at all. And until next time, like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow on another upload. So until then, peace out.